guys, welcome to another episode of Hello Life. Today we're not live, but I am on the air. So y'all, this is a pre-recorded broadcast and I've got something special for you on today. We're talking about cleaning up this messy room in just one area. Okay, so I want to warn you first before you continue listening on to this podcast, that there is a fan blowing in the background. So hopefully you will be able to hear me. If the noise becomes too much, just get off, okay? Because I need the air circulating back here in this area where I'm at is very closed in, and y'all know how we do. Women, we need air. So that fan is loud. All right, so today's journey is in this bedroom of mine. And as we have been talking about, some of us have a little trouble with cleaning up and stuff. And, don't let people tell you that that's not normal, because that is your normal. If that's what you have been, if you have been through any type of trauma, this could be your response to that trauma. So don't let people tell you that you're just lazy or just get up and do it, because it's not as simple for some as it is others. But today we are working on cleaning out the sides of the bed. We're not going to focus on the rest of the room. We're just going to focus on cleaning off the side of the bed and making sure that we get the bed cleaned off as much as we can. Now, those of you who keep a lot of stuff on your bed, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly. So what I've done here, and I've already pre-done some stuff in advance, is I have went on inside the bed, and I'm not done yet. Because if you're like me, I toss stuff real quick. I come home from church and it's tossed. I get mail and it's tossed. I got books and they're tossed. So everything is everywhere right about now. And I'm an advocate for trash bags. I love trash bags. And that's not always a good thing, because the trash bags now can become part of being trash. When I go wash clothes, I don't use a clothes hamper because it's too much strain on my back. And I usually just put my clothes in a trash bag. Alright, so what we want to do is first get as much stuff. If you cannot get on the floor, get up and get as much stuff as you can onto your bed. Make you a pile on this bed. Create you a pile. I've got I've sorted out things as I was getting it off the floor. I put a pile of mail, pile of trash, and I put a pile of medicine. There's a pile of clothes. Let's work with one pile at a time. The first pile we're going to work with is going to be this mail. How much of this mail is actually still current or valid, or do we actually need? Let's go through it. Let's go through this mail. Let's see. Alright, so I have some little dibs and dabs here, just some notices and stuff from different companies that I don't need because that has expired. You want to check, well, you don't have to check the date on there because I don't want to get you too frustrated, but just make sure that it's not something that you need for the long haul. And if it's not, toss it. Imported paper should be kept at least up to 2 to 3 years, from what I was told one time before. If you're not sure whether you want to toss it or not, be sure to put it in, put it with the good stuff, but put it under the bottom. Alright, so I have a lot of stuff. I have art paper here. I have food wrappers. Let's toss it, y'all. I have reminders for this. I have those pre-selected apply for credit card mailies that's never been opened, and I know that's gotta be old. I have some bill statements. I also have here something that is very important that I need to look into, which is a Kia recall on my vehicle. So that's important. So I want to make sure that whatever I do, I put that on the top. Everything else can go on the bottom. We're getting our mail in stack in order. Receipts. It's okay to keep your receipts if you need them for tax purposes, or just to show proof that you did pay a thing. It's okay to keep that. Let's keep going. I got a lot of insurance paperwork. You want to make sure that you keep your bank statements put up, at least for this year. And a good time to throw out bank statements would be, I would say, and tax information, I would say just, well then again, that's just me. I don't really know what to tell you on that. I would say use your better judgment. If it feels trashy, then trash it. If you feel like you're going to need it for some reason later on down the line, then you better hold on to it. I have a Ziploc bag here. Alright, and I have went through the mail that I have laid out. I have a Ziploc bag that I believe... sorry y'all about the music I left on. Hope you could hear me. Okay, we need to keep this. Things that you need to keep, put it into a Ziploc bag. Here is some mail that I have not even looked at. Okay. Oh, credit line increases. No. Do y'all always go through with y'all credit line increase? I don't think I should. No. Alright, so I've got the mail already sorted. I know I've got more mail than this somewhere. But today ain't the day to find it. Now we're going on over to this trash pile. After I got one more thing for the mail. I've got to make a phone call on this one, so. I would say put your most important and recent stuff, at the front. Okay, so let's get it. This trash over here. And we're just cleaning this. We're not trying to tidy up anything right now. We're trying to get things sorted, such as trash and old things that we may not need. That's what we're trying to sort out right now. We're not even going to sort through the mail. I mean, not the mail, but we're not even going to sort through your medications yet. We're going to do that another day. But however, if you do have a lot of medications, you can go ahead and put all those medications in one pile. I mean, in one, I don't know what you have, but you want to put it somewhere where they're all together so that when we do get ready to go through it, that we can. If you don't have a tote, then I would say use what you got. Yes, we're doing this. Now, I recycle water, so I have these bottles of water that look barely used. I'm going to put them to the side, because I do recycle. Sometimes I will take the water, I can use it for either a bath, or I could use it, the water plants, like that. I am running across some older medicines. Yeah. So what I like to do, because I don't have nothing fancy, is I like to... what am I doing? I like to keep me a big pocketbook. One of those big ones. Big pocketbooks. What I do with this pocketbook is the stuff that I have, like this mail that I was telling you about that has been put into a Ziploc bag. Put it into a Ziploc bag because that'll keep it. If you got bugs or anything, the Ziploc bag will kind of protect it from that. Okay, so let's see here. What's next? I'm not telling you that this is a perfect thing to do. I'm just telling y'all that this is how somebody like me would want to clean up so that we can stay focused. Because focus is my biggest problem. And I do think it's because I spend a lot of time on the cell phone that I am not focused at doing, you know, what I need to do for my home. Now here I have some bed underpaddings, which is medical supplies. That I need someone to put that. I'm running across more mail. I thought I had got all the mail, guys, but I didn't. Once I started going through this pile, there is more mail underneath here. We're going to put this medical stuff. And these are medications. We're going to put them all in one bag if we can fit it. If we can fit everything in one bag, just pour it out, toss it in the bag so that you can cut down on how many bags you have. We're not going through this yet. No, no, no. We're not going to go through this. Remember, we're not sorting out the mess. We're just making sure that we put them all on one accord. Now, I'm coming across this mail again, and it is, you have to determine, do you want to throw it away? And this looks like mail that can be thrown away. Old appointment cards. Yeah, I'm throwing that away. See, this is my weakness. Oh my goodness. This is a weakness I have right here. Magazines. I have these magazines that I have in my room, and I don't put them nowhere. You know, I just kind of toss them. I just glance at them. Sometimes I don't even get to read them because I'm so busy on my phone doing nothing. That was a good one, wasn't it? But it's the truth. I be so on my phone doing nothing. Okay, here's another credit card offer. Trashing that. It's just so. But I'll tell you what, though, this bed is getting cleared off. Alright, so let's see. I need to actually. Let's see, when am I going to do this? That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Yeah, we're just tossing away old boxes. Y'all got some old boxes? Look at this. This is a perfectly good Ziploc bag that has had a hole punched in it. We still gonna keep it. Oh my goodness, that could be the hoarder in me talking. Talking about we still gonna keep it. Because I'm going to put mail in it. I've got other mail here that needs a place to go. It needs a home. Everything must have a home on this bed. A bottled water. You wouldn't believe what you can do with a little bit of bottled water. Vicky Main's tax office. There's a lot you can do with bottled water. Okay, so we got all this out the way. What's left? What's left? And this may be all that we do for the day, is just getting this part done. We don't want to overwhelm our senses. And then be like, well, I ain't going to do nothing. Because I'm tired. All right. Here's a bar of soap. Can go into our little bag. Many of you, do you have a lot of these cords? Like these cell phone cords? Cords to just something? I don't know what these cords go to. But I'm not going to find out today. We'll do that on cord day. We'll have a day when we just go through and gather up all of our cords. Am I saying that right? Cords. Where we go through and gather up all our cords. And do that. Here's some fingernail polish that's going in our pocketbook. And don't forget to drink a sip of water if you need to. At this time, you can take a break. You're doing great. We're 16 minutes in and you are doing great. Don't give up. I see you making it. I see that side of your bedroom becoming clean and that bed becoming a bed that's going to be a peaceful rest for you. Alright, break time is over. Okay, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed your little break. I try not to tell you to break for too long because then you might get where you don't want to go back to work. We take breaks in seconds, not minutes, but seconds. Okay. Got this in the bag. Got this in there. I've got some little hand towels here that, okay, more cords. More cords. Okay, I see you, cords. There are so many cords. I don't know how I get so many. But for now, we're just going to put them into this big pocketbook thingy. We got towels here. That towel don't look clean. Oh no, that towel might get trashed. Yeah, I'm going to put that one in the trash. I don't need that. Alright. I like to keep a cup with pencils. I always, like a desk-like feel, vibe in my bedroom and in my living room. So I've got this cup here where I've got, and it says Keep Advancement, Empowerment, Women's Mental Health Awareness, Miss Coco Bowden. It's that cup. You can always order it on my website too. And I like to stack it. I don't drink coffee, so I like to stack this with pencils and pens, not crayons. I don't like crayons in my cups. But pencils, yes. I love to see a good pencil and pen in there. Okay, y'all. So, I'm coming to a blanket. If you have blankets, and I also have this equipment right here that I keep my sleep apnea equipment in. I'm going to leave it stacked right here on the bed because I just leave it there because it's easy for me to just grab because I take my portable sleep apnea machine with me everywhere I go. And it's just easier for me to take it with me like that. Okay. So, if you got these blankets, we're not going to start that word today, so I do not like that word right about now because I feel like I say it too much. I don't start saying it till I hear somebody else saying it. Alright. These magazines, until I get me a little side desk set up, they're going to have to go into that bag that I was telling you about, that big pocketbook. Make sure it's a pretty pocketbook. If you have a pretty pocketbook or book bag, something that you don't mind, looking at. And you can say, hey, my stuff is right there. And whenever you get ready to go through it again, it's all in one space. Okay? So what's left? What's left? Okay, these clothes. All the clothes that are on here are going to one side. I also have here some wigs that are going to be transferred back over there. I have this hair too. Look at this pretty hair. I might wear this hair. I'm going to put this hair in this bag that's beside me. That pocketbook bag that I was telling you about that's beside me, the good thing about it is you can keep it on the side of your bed, so if there's something that you want to get up out of it, you can get it up out of there. That's why I puts it there, so it's not forgotten about. Now, I've got these wigs. I just put these wigs into a bucket. I don't know why I put it in a bucket. Don't get me lying. But it's in a bucket. And I'm just going to toss it over there. And let's see here. Got another blanket to fold up. We're not worrying about washing clothes, y'all. None of that stuff right now. We're just trying to get some order. There's a pencil sharpener. And I have a knick-knack jar for crayons. For crayons, I don't know how y'all say it. Crayons. I say crayons. I have it for crayons here. So that if you have like batteries, loose change. I'm going to put my loose change in there. With those pencils. We're getting somewhere, y'all. We're doing it. This knick-knack jar, you hear it, that I have, is so, I think, is amazing. Because you can put, like, your crayons in it. You can put pencils in it. Like, I have a lot of colored pencils that I've put in it, which are somewhere spilled on the side of my bed here. Don't get me lying. One of the granddaughters was back here, and I don't know what they were doing, but when I came through, I was like, goodness, girls. Oh, there's a Tootsie Roll. I'm not eating that, though. It doesn't look good. Now, another thing. No. If you do have medical supplies, I think it's best to keep medical supplies all in the same place. If you can. I know sometimes it gets a little out of hand and, it gets out of place. Things get misplaced in the heat of the moment when we're rushing to do something. And we want to try to avoid that anxiety coming on that causes us to rush and toss our stuff all kind of ways. And a lot of times, what is this on here making all this noise on this blanket that I'm trying to fold? But a lot of times it's like this. If I'm getting ready to go somewhere, I will rush. And when I start rushing, that means anything, anywhere. So that's why I'm telling you, if we have everything kept in the same place and we practice putting things back in its place, then I think that we may be able to keep our room going a little bit longer and won't have to tidy it up as much or do hard cleans. Now, my bedroom right now needs a hard clean, but right now we're just doing a partial clean because the focus is not there. The help is not there, and the health is not there like I would like it to be. Like I'm having trouble breathing. I don't even know how I've been sleeping in here. It feels cluttered in here. That's what I'm looking at now. It's like clutter. And it started getting to me. So that's why we started cleaning on side the beds. So we can start working on this. Don't feel bad if you like that too. Okay. So, where we're at now. Where's the medical supplies? That's what I was talking about. Try to keep them in the same place if you can. I try to keep any kind of supplies that I need daily closer to my bed. Depending on what type of supply that is. And I think I really need to start utilizing the other side of my bedroom, because it's kind of like I'm stuck in this one area. And I've got a nice bedroom. I just don't utilize it all like I should. So maybe I should start making use of the other side of the bedroom. That way I can walk through it and do what I need to do. Now, I hope that y'all are getting this and that I am helping somebody else who is not really a messy person, but mess just happens to be our stress and finds us. And I think I've met my goal, y'all. I think I met my goal, which was to get up some stuff that was on side that bed and to try to get this bed to a position where I could actually just lay across the whole bed, or, do what I need to do in it. And if you didn't get nothing else but one bag of trash or one bag of mail or whatever you got during this episode, be proud of yourself regardless, because it's not easy being able to function when you are taking care of your mental health and your physical health, especially if you got any type of terminal diseases or chronic illnesses. That, I think people tend to not realize how hard that is on a person to really take care of themselves day to day, especially when they live by themselves. And I think too that we can be so hard on ourselves because sometimes we get mad at ourselves because we can't do these things. And that's why the attention isn't there like that. Because if I don't have to focus on it, then I don't have to feel. And I know for me that's pretty much it. If I don't pay it no attention, then I don't have to feel it and I don't have to address it. And that's how I can get out of line and my room can get out of line. And I know many of you are feeling the same way and you go through the same thing. But understand though, we are a work in progress. And we're going to get this. We're going to make it happen. We're going to do it. So don't you give up on you. And I think today has been a great one already. And from what I see, my bed is not cleaned off. It's not cleaned off, but I gathered up bags of trash that got to get out of here. Once I get this trash out of here and put everything over in its place, then I will have a nice space to lay my head. And the clothes, I'm not even going to worry about that because I'm going to just put them into a corner until I get time and the energy to go and deal with that. But meanwhile, I think I did a lot. All right, y'all. So I appreciate you guys for listening to me on Hello Life. And this is the podcast where we can help each other become better people. And for those of us who have that problem with anxiety and depression and, mood swings and chronic fatigue especially, and we can't get up and do what we want to do, this is the podcast for you and me. I'm not going to judge you, and hopefully you won't judge me, but here is a place where we can love and we can help each other and talk each other through getting that room done, getting that cabinet done. It's one thing at a time, one space, one focus at a time, so that we can get done what we need to get done. All right, you've been listening to Hello Life with Miss Coco Belton.